We were young, we were kids, and we loved Rambo. Loved Rambo so much, we wanted to play like him, and thanks to these toys, we could. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with another video. Today we're going to look at a toy line of Rambo toys that's not action figures. I know when we talk Rambo, we've talked about the action figures before, but these are role-playing accessories, mostly rack toys, kind of cheap toys, but they're with the Rambo logo. Now, I don't know about you, but growing up in the 80s, we loved Rambo. First Blood, the original Rambo movie, the best of them all. I wish they would go back and do another movie that's kind of more on the lines of First Blood. I love that movie. Anyway, First Blood was on HBO all the time. And I can remember all us kids in the neighborhood, we loved First Blood. Me and my brother would watch it over and over again. Me and my friends would come over and watch it again. And I remember I had a hunting knife like he had that opened up. It had a compass inside. It had some fishing string in there and some other things. I would be like, I'm going to sew myself up. Like I would really do that. Had a compass. Didn't know what a compass was. I would look at it. It's like, I don't know what this thing's telling me. But I would go into the woods behind my house with that knife with a blade about this long. Yeah, it was a different era, okay? It was a different era. Like I said before, we would shove seat belts down into the seat cushion because we wouldn't wear seat belts, and the kids would play with big, long hunting knives and no one would say anything. Hell, I remember walking around the street after I saw Temple of Doom with a machete. Yeah, a machete. Just walking around the neighborhood with it. If I saw a kid walking down the street with a machete now, I'd probably call the cops. Like I said, a different time. But I loved Rambo. We all loved Rambo. And then in 1985, our dreams came true. Another Rambo movie? I couldn't believe it. I was like, Rambo? And this was back before the internet. I didn't know there was going to be a Rambo 2 or First Blood 2 until I was like, saw it in the paper or maybe on TV or an ad or something. And I was like, what? Another Rambo movie? Could not believe Rambo was back out. So there's Rambo. Opening weekend, I was there to see Rambo. And I know you're saying, Junkman, it was rated R. How'd you go see Rambo? Did your parents take you to see it? Again, it was the 80s. We didn't care about seatbelts, kids playing with hunting knives, or walking around with machetes. And we didn't care kids going to see R-rated movies. Some little 16-year-old kid taking your ticket at the movie theater, they didn't care if you're buying a ticket to Rambo. Now, there was a few times, every once in a while, you might get a manager be like, yeah, I can't sell you a ticket, that's 18. You say, well, give me a ticket to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And they'll say, here you go. And you walk in and you go see your R-rated movie. Nobody cares. I don't know if they care today. It's not like you were getting ID'd to go see an R-rated movie. No one cared. Hell, they made toys based on R-rated movies. They turned R-rated movies into kid cartoons. So everybody was hyped up for Rambo. Went to see it, and I fell in love with Rambo all over again. And I swore that Rambo First Blood Part 2 was better than First Blood. I told my brother, I was like, you've got to go see the new Rambo. You won't even want to watch First Blood again. I was like, this one's action-packed. He's killing everybody. It's awesome. And then after the hype died down and it came on HBO or VHS or something, I got it, and I was like, the movie's not as good as I thought it was. It just wasn't as good as I thought it was. Thought it was going to be better. I don't know. And then years later, I tried to watch it again. I was like, it's okay. It's an action movie you put on. And the rest of the Rambos after that, I never really liked. Well, I saw 3, and after that, I gave up on them. But me, it's all about First Blood. That movie still holds up today. But what we're going to talk about today, we're going to look at some live-action role-playing toys from a toy company called Largo. I've never even heard of this toy company, and as far as I can find, the only thing they made is some soft dolls from Wizard of Oz, these Rambo role-playing toys, and a line of action figures based on Bruce Lee, which I think will make a pretty good video also, so you might see that one coming up. But they did 2 different sets of these Rambo toys, one based on the cartoons, and one that's more based on the film. Well, I say based on, but they're not really. It looks like this toy company had a bunch of rack toys and just threw them in a Rambo package to sell them really quick. But you can tell by the package, one's aimed toward the cartoon more and one's more aimed to the movie fans. So let's take a look. And let's start off with probably one of the most famous Rambo weapons there is, a green water gun. I don't know why so many water guns were transparent. I guess it was so if you could see there was water in it or not. I remember having a water gun, putting a little ketchup in it to shake it up so it would look like blood when it shot someone. Which was funny to me But it wasn't funny to most people when they got a ketchup stain on their new shirt. Let me get back to talking about this. This is Rambo's .45 water gun. When you're taking out enemy combatants, sometimes you have to be quiet. Sometimes a bazooka will not do. Sometimes a flamethrower just can't be found. So you use your water pistol. Now, I don't remember him having the water pistol in the movie, but again, I did go to popcorn a couple times. Maybe I fell asleep. Maybe I just missed the water gun, or maybe I just did not. You think in the jungle with this green water gun, well, I was going to say it would be probably easy to see, but I guess the jungle's green, this is green, it's transparent, so this might be the best weapon to hide. I don't know. And maybe it's not really a weapon. Maybe Rambo was using it as some kind of disguised canteen. You know, put water in it and then you can just shoot it in the mouth. Who didn't do that? Love sucking on the barrel of a water gun. Oh, kids in the 80s. Anyway, let's look at the other gun that Rambo had. The 45er gun set. I don't know why it's called a 45er. I guess it's like a Colt 45, but why they put an ER on it, I'm not really sure. As you can see here, it comes with the gun, and it also comes with a red headband to tie around your head, just like Rambo. And yep, you guessed it. Look what else he comes with. That little chewed up piece of bubblegum necklace that his girlfriend made him. That's a pretty cool pistol. Now, I don't remember Rambo having a pistol in the movie, but again, maybe he did. It's been a long time since I've seen it. You know what else is great about that? It's not bright and orange. It looks like a gun. Oh, the 80s. Gotta love them. Not only did we not care about seatbelts or kids walking around with machetes and knives, we like kids walking around with guns that look real so cops can shoot at them. But there was more to this set than just handguns. Now, when I think Rambo, I think M16. And here's Rambo's M16 combat target set. It would even come with little bullets so you can knock over these targets. You get 50 points for taking out a convoy van and 100 points for taking out a helicopter. Way to go. Then you got that little piece to the side that's not labeled at all. Not sure what it is. Now, sure, Rambo was hot in the 80s, but there's one thing that was probably hotter than Rambo in the 80s, and that was Uzis. Everybody loved Uzis. Now, I don't know any kids that walked around with real Uzis, but anytime you went into a store that had toy guns, you could find an Uzi in there. So you know they had to make an Uzi Rambo gun, right? And this Uzi gun shot rubber darts. Now, I'm not a big fan of these rubber darts. To me, they never really stuck real good. I like the one that was plastic with the rubber tip. Those would really stick to the wall and really stick to windows. These little flabby rubber ones, I never could get it to stick on anything. But for ages 8 and over, it's the Rambo Uzi dart gun set. And like I said, everybody loved Uzis, so they had to make 2 different ones. Well, I said 2 different ones, but I think this is the same gun. It's the Uzi gun, but it comes with different accessories. It comes again with safety darts, but this one also comes with 2 knockdown targets. It's the same targets we saw in the other set. Now again, I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but I can promise you this. If Rambo has an Uzi in the movie, he has a Rambo sticker on the side of it. After all, he doesn't want Colonel Trapman using his gun. He wants his name on it. So we saw the weapons of Rambo. What else did you need to play Rambo besides weapons? Walkie-talkies. That's right, walkie-talkie. And here it is, the Rambo walkie-talkie set. And not only do you get 2 walkie-talkies, you get another red headband. Man, if you bought all these sets, you would have so many red headbands, you could be the next Richard Simmons. But here they are, the walkie-talkies. Now, looking at it, I don't think they're just plastic shells and don't really do anything. But it does say there's instructions on the back, so they might be real walkie-talkies. Let's take a look at the instructions. I think this works like those tin can phones back in the 20s. I don't know, it's kind of odd. So you got your walkie-talkie, you got your handguns, you got your Uzi, your M16. Now what else do you need to survive and be Rambo? Well, of course you need a compass, and you need binoculars. And here they are, some binoculars with Rambo written on them, just like the movie. And there's your compass, so you'll know what direction you're going. Unless you're standing in the center of the North Pole, and then everything's south. And again, it comes with that chewed up bubblegum necklace that his girlfriend gave him. Whew, this is a lot of stuff. I mean, you get all this stuff, you are ready to play some Rambo. But there's one thing you don't have, unless you get this set here. The Rambo watch. That's right. And it's got his name on it also. Man, this Rambo guy really loved to brand his name on stuff. But you got the Rambo watch, which is probably the ugliest, stupidest watch I've ever seen. They didn't even waste their time putting numbers on it. They could at least made the watch kind of like a compass watch or something if they wasn't going to make it a real watch. This is horrible. And it also comes with another red headband and that bubblegum necklace. Now you're saying, that's it, Junkman. That's it. You're decked out. You're Rambo. You don't need more. Well, when you think Rambo 2, there's one weapon that you always see him with that we hadn't talked about yet. Here it is, the rocket launcher set. That's right, a Rambo rocket launcher. And it has a Rambo sticker, just like in the movie. Man, that joke's getting old. It comes with 3 darts, and look at that rocket in the middle. You better hope your sister doesn't find it, or you'll be missing your rocket forever, and she'll have a new boyfriend called Rambo. Rocket launcher. I mean, how can you play Rambo without a rocket launcher? The only other thing you need is a hunting knife. That's what he's famous for. I mean, even in all the movies, he has his trusty knife. And, of course, they released a knife and an adventure set that comes with a lot of other things you need if you're going to be Rambo. The Rambo combat set. And there it is, finally, the combat knife. It even comes with a little case to put your knife in. Also in this pack, you got a plastic walkie-talkie, a compass that'll work for at least a day or two, a Rambo 45 pistol with a Rambo sticker, and look, even a Rambo hand grenade. And you're thinking that's the necklace in the middle all wrapped up? Nope, that's a string, so you can tie the knife case onto your belt loop. I know it's called a sheath or something, I just don't like that word. Now, if you saw Rambo 2, you're saying, Junkman, this is great. This is everything you need, except for one thing. One instrument of war that Rambo has that I haven't seen you talk about. Well, we're going to talk about it now. The Rambo bow and arrow set. Remember when you used his bow and arrow to make the guy blow up at the end of the movie? Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. Well, you can recreate that with this bow and arrow set. And you get another red headband. Man, we are ready to be some Rambo. But we're not even done yet. We ain't even got to the cartoon stuff yet. Let's look at another set that combines some of the things we've seen already all into one set. And here's the knife again with its case, I'm not going to say that word, and a string so you connect it to your belt loop. It also comes with the stylish Rambo watch and that bubblegum necklace, yet again. Can't believe there's no red headband. So that's it, right? You got your weapons of war, you got your bubblegum necklace, you got your compass, you got your binoculars, you got your fake walkie-talkies, you got your wristwatch. What else do you need to be Rambo? A flashlight. I would just call this a flashlight, but the box says it's a signal gun. I guess it's a flashlight and it just flashes, or maybe it has some little design inside the light. I'm not really sure, but I know one thing. It comes with a free battery. And in my book as a kid, anything that came with a free battery was great. Because there was nothing worse than buying a toy, getting home, opening it up, and finding out you need 6 AA batteries and there's none at your house. And then you're taking batteries out of your X-Wing, out of your TIE Fighter, out of the remote control. You're getting batteries wherever you can. So thank you, Largo, for including the battery. Although looking at that battery, I don't think it holds a charge longer than a few hours. We're done with the Rambo movie, but let's say you got all the Rambo accessories. You played Rambo. Then a year later, a Rambo cartoon came out, and you were like, I've got to play Rambo again, but as cartoon Rambo. Well, with this set, you really couldn't play cartoon Rambo, because although they kept the name Rambo, it's more based on one of the characters from the cartoon. Now, I talked about how big Uzis were in the 80s. Rambo was in the 80s. But there's one thing that was huge in the 80s that I haven't covered yet. Well, not in this video. I did a whole video on it. That was ninjas. Everyone loved ninjas in the 80s. You know, back when ninjas were cool, before they turned into green turtles that love pizza. So for this Rambo cartoon line, they decided to go with a ninja character from the cartoon. A ninja wearing all white. The White Dragon. And in this set is a pistol crossbow with targets. It's like having a gun and a bow and arrow set. How cool is that? And then there was the White Dragon throw star with carrying band. It's a plastic band, put it around your wrist and connect your throwing stars to. Oh, excuse me, throw stars. Where's the W? And here's the... I'm not even going to try to say what this is. At first I thought it was nunchucks, but it has a blade on the end of it. I don't know what this is. I think it says badunkadunk, but I'm not really sure, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. And then we have a warrior set, which comes with that weird looking nunchuck with a knife, plastic throwing stars, and a throwing knife. Speaking of the throwing knife, you can get it in a set all to itself also, with a little arm holster for it also. So that was a look at the Rambo cartoon accessories. It's weird they didn't go with Rambo, but they went with a ninja character from the show. I don't know. I mean, we're going to put Rambo on it. You think they could at least do some Rambo ones also. Now, let's see, you got all this Rambo stuff. What do you do with it? Well, thanks to Largo, you have a place to put it. With the Rambo backpack. Look at that. On the back, it even says Rambo. And believe it or not, it's 210D Oxford nylon construction. That sounds impressive, but it probably means if you put anything over 10 pounds, it's gonna rip. It's also water repellent, which to me as a kid meant waterproof, but you learned it didn't mean waterproof really quickly. Also comes with a padded shoulder strap for those wussy kids. Also with a backpack, an external utility pocket. I guess it's where you can put your bubblegum necklace. Whoa, thank you, Largo. You thought of it all. We could play the cartoon, we could play the movie, and we could carry it all in our Rambo backpack. Great times in the 80s. Did you know about these Rambo toys? Honestly, I didn't really know about them as a kid, and I don't remember ever seeing these. Now, I saw some toys from the cartoon, but I don't remember these role-playing accessories at all. Let me know in the comments below. Did you have these? Did you play with them? Did you see them and beg for them and just didn't get them? Let me know that or anything else you want me to know in the comments below. And as always, thumb up to me if you like my content, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.